Mom, you gotta stop sending money to this overseas guy. I gotta stop that, I'll tell you that much. We're back with another scam fish reaction. We're diving right in like a fish. Thank you to Chanel, or Channel, for the suggestion, except I think it's Chanel. Channel. If anyone's name is genuinely Channel, you know, pronounced Channel, then if you don't have a YouTube account, you're doing it all wrong. Shut up now.
She asked me to borrow $2,000, and she never asked for money. Then I go, well, but what's it for? I mean, are you okay? I thought it might be a health issue or something like that. And she goes, no, there's this guy I've been talking to online. I'm like, oh no. And then she goes, no, he's a general. And I'm like, oh God.
Well done, Kathy. Really?
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. The reason why we really wanted to sit down and talk to you is because we were worried about you. Your son doesn't trust that you believe that this guy is truly a fraudster.
I'm so sorry, but I'm staring at Mr. Elon Musk, the man who has a child that's named after the entire algebraic formulas of the world. I'm staring at him with what looks like an incredible precision written note. It's insane. He's even put an emoji. Oh, he can write emojis. That's insane. Well done, Elon. You are very talented.
Well, I'm wondering if Mark Milley is really Mark Milley.
In today's episode, we help a woman named Kathy. Her son Nate originally reached out to us by email after continuously trying to get her to realize she's communicating with romance scammers. He's tried everything, from family interventions to even taking her devices away from her. Kathy has claimed several times that she's moved on from her internet relationships, but always ends up going back. Let's see if we can help them out.
Real quick, as Drew is about to say, real quick on my part, if you as a mother if you as a mother don't listen to your own son, what the hell? What is wrong with you? Like, really?
But guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed.
Thank you, Catfish,
Let's
as always.
Get into it.
I am Nate. I'm reaching out because I, through my research, found that your site seemed to be the best equipped to find answers for my mother's romance scam situation.
Right. His voice is very, like, affirming.
She asked me to borrow $2,000, and she never asked for money.
Right.
At first I said, yeah, sure, but
sure, Mom.
Then I go, well, but what's it for? I mean, are you okay? I thought it might be a health issue or something like that. And she goes, no, there's this guy I've been talking to online. I'm like, oh no. And then she goes, no, he's a general. And I'm like, oh God.
Right.
This has been going on since about this time last year. She sent money to fake Elon Musk.
Nice.
Which makes zero sense to me.
Sorry, I didn't really read this. This later to my love, Kathy. Later? Elon, I love you so much with a perfectly drawn heart. That's incredible. You love my children. That's make me to love. I promise to spend the rest of my lifetime with you. Elon Musk has done incredibly well for himself, considering the fact his grammar might as well be sitting inside of my colon. That's how shit it is.
$50 in gift cards for his kids, apparently, because they really needed them. I would
bet.
say September, she started to talk to Mark Milley. Mark Milley got somewhere around $8,000. She's taken out a lot of lines of credit to send them money. So she's having to pay back, I think it's $1,400 a month for the next year and a half. I noticed on one of the emails that she'd sold whatever jewelry of hers that she could. Although I do get upset sometimes, especially when she's lying. We took her devices away for a week.
Just like a child.
Maybe hopefully just reset her a little bit. And she didn't like that at all. We had found that she was logging in through using other devices. We took her tablet away first.
Well, where's
and
she
then
getting
she
these
figured out how
devices?
to talk to him through other devices. And she said, well, he's supposed to call me at the end of the week. So if he doesn't call me at the end of the week, I've drawn a line in the sand. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to talk to him anymore if it's not him. I said, well, what if he doesn't call? Is that also going to be a deal breaker? Yes, it is. I said, well, Mom, first of all, he's not going to call. I don't think isolating her and not using resources and finding resources such as yourself to get her help, I didn't think that was the answer, or at least not without trying.
Well, Seekers, we had our work cut out for us. Nate was obviously fed up with his mom telling him that she was going to cut things off, but she seemed to always give in to sending more money. After getting this email from Nate, we had him set up a call for us to sit down and speak to Kathy.
Okay, you saw the views and the headlines. And I did too, because I'm reacting. Except I genuinely like to watch these because I like to infuriate myself, as we all do. Genuinely though, what a child this woman is, Kathy. What a child. Like, your devices have been taken away, which is crazy to hear that an adult has taken away an even more of an adult's devices. But somehow you find a way. That's incredible. Maybe she did actually speak to the real Elon Musk. Because if her phone was taken away, her tablet was taken away, how is she finding the means to talk to this guy? It's insane. She's using satellite or something. She's using whatever the hell Elon Musk's kid name is. X equals Z something. That doesn't make sense, but...
We wanted to understand where she was at with Mark Milley.
I'm
Do
glad.
you know what? Sorry for pausing it so straight away, right? But I love how they've specifically made it in their very best interests to mention that this general is not involved in this scam several times now. I don't think they've ever done that before. They are scared that this Mark Milley person is going to hound their asses if they did not include such information. Wish they really did that elsewhere, but...
Be speaking with you and wanting to get this resolved.
We're gonna definitely try to dig in for you, find some answers and some closure. It's great to have a son like Nate, right?
He's great. He's a lot better on the phones and computers than I am. So
What was your past
clearly.
relationships like before you met this man?
I was married to Nate's father for 13 years, and we divorced, and then I remarried for 23 years. So now, by my choice, I'm divorced. So I've been single now or divorced for 15 years.
Tell me about the first time he reached out to you.
He wanted to have, a relationship.
Right.
He was apparently divorced and looking for a relationship.
Yes.
He would email me every morning, sending me pictures of flowers and
Wow.
wonderful messages. And
I'm sorry. Rest in peace to my grandmother. But Mark, is he a grandma sending pictures of flowers to you? I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's romantic to the ladies watching this. If it is, drop it in the comments. Maybe someone in the comments will message you a picture of a flower. You'll fall head over heels. You'll fall in love. You'll message this person. Send some emails. Get freaky, maybe, with text messages. And I don't know what his voice is, but I think it's kind of sexy, don't you? Shut up. But Mark, get a grip of yourself. Kathy, get a grip of yourself. What the hell is a general of the United States of America Army want to do with you, huh? Come on, guys, I respect the confidence. But where's the realism? Where's the realism in the world gone? Big up your son, because I don't even want to imagine how much money you were about to spunk and basically take from your family to give to this random general who, let's hear it, what's his issues? Wi-Fi bills? You know, the American government ain't feeding him. Military, but government as well, kind of.
It's kind of personal. It's like it was romance kind of things, and
What? Just
you know, we
just a
would
picture.
talk about my family and his family.
That's a weird thing to say. No? Let me rewind. Our families would look great together. That's weird. I'm sorry if someone said that to me. I think you give off serial killer vibes. Have great... Again, that's
It was
weird.
Pretty delightful because I had been without that for many years.
When was the first time he asked you for money?
He apparently was initially first in
Syria?
Syria at a post. And
Oh.
in December, he was to be sent home.
Shut the hell up. Why is it always Syria, bro? Someone educate me on that. Someone in the comments must know why it's always Syria. I don't understand. Like, can't pick somewhere else to change it up, make it somewhat believable. Everyone is in Syria. Every single general, every single military person, they're all in Syria, bro.
December, he was to be sent home. He decided that he wanted to not use the army to be sent home, but a private plane.
Why?
So I helped finance the plane.
Why?
So he could come home.
So, Mark, and not the actual Mark, because I don't need the American military knocking on my door. Bang, bang. Hey, you Turkish Taliban bastard. Get the hell outside. I don't need that, alright? Alright? I'm warning you, Mark. Joking, that's also a joke. Goodness gracious me. Let me just stop digging myself a hole here before I end up in one. But why would, if this was real, why would you think it's, forget the free travel that I'm given. It's part of the benefits of being a pew-pew man. I'm going to spend my own money. I'm going to take this woman who I love. She probably doesn't work. I don't know. But I'm going to take her money. She must help me go home. That's what lovers do, Kathy. Yeah, that's great thinking. This is the man I want to spend my life with. Great financial planning.
$7,000.
I don't think any plane costs
And I
that.
sent it.
Yeah, well done. Good
What
on
was
you.
the
You
second
sat
time
there
he
like
asked you
this.
for money? What was that for?
Yeah, I'm clever.
Well, they stopped over in Iraq and then needed more money to get out of there
Of course.
to get back home.
Yeah, Mark, you see what you've done here, you dumbass, huh? You flew private, and look what you've done now. You are not smart, Mark. Not a smart Mark, you are. You're a...
When's the last time you sent money to him, Kathy?
The army, you know, wouldn't bring him out of there.
Yeah, okay. A general. We're not gonna help you, General. You are fucked. You stay there yourself. We are not going to help the General.
and needed more money to get out of there. To
Answer the
come
question.
home.
When
So
did you send?
I funded some more money.
It's not even your money,
It
probably.
was in April, $1,500.
Who is this? Sorry, Agent Bell Red. What? First of all, if your belly is red, you know, see the doctor, because that's not good. But we now have someone who looks like they are absolutely kitted out, ready for Call of Duty. What the hell?
They wanted me to get another $1,500 loan.
Hey, this is insane.
And I told them that I would check it out. Well, I didn't, and I told them I did, and that, I would get back to them.
What? What do you want?
Nate's told us that you've received a check, though.
I did, and they both couldn't be cashed. May 25th it was sent. They wanted to pay me back for what I have contributed. I got 2 of them, and I can show you both.
Right, show the world, yeah.
The reason why we really wanted to sit down and talk to you is because we were worried about you. Your son
Where
doesn't
did he come
trust
from?
that you believe that this guy is truly a fraudster.
Before, I think he doubted that I was sincere about wanting to, get to the bottom of it. But I am, and he's a good person to help facilitate, because I'm not used to these kinds of things.
Who is used to sending thousands to military men? I don't think anyone is. But actually, no, there are actually a lot of people experienced in that field. As we regularly see. Is it just me? But her voice, it really sounds like I'm in some kind of comedy sketch here. And you know the stereotypical mum, right? That kind of voice that she's got. That's what I'm getting. From her voice, I know she probably cares, maybe. But it doesn't sound like she gives a shit about what's going on here. But maybe that's me.
I think it's possible she's turned the corner.
Oh, I am.
I think it's possible.
That doesn't fill me
Do
with
you think
confidence.
it's worth us looking into and kind of running searches for you and showing you that stuff?
Well, I'm wondering if Mark Milley is really Mark Milley.
No.
I mean, all day I've been getting messages from Mark Milley. Did you get the loan yet so I can get out of here?
Right, first of all, what a man this is, huh? What a man this must be that he wants the potential wife to have to take out a loan to help him. Honestly, I'd love to spend my life with this guy. Second of all, Mark, right? How dare you? If she doesn't get this loan out, are you just stranded there? Will you perish on this plane? First, this is interesting. In all the time that this is happening, where is he? Is he on the plane still, or has he been chucked into a hotel or something? Because that is a part I'd love to know. What's the backstory here? If she doesn't send money, are you trapped? And if you are trapped, that serves you right for taking private. Private general, I think.
And then also from Bell Red, the agent.
This is
Do
insane.
you have any updates on the loan, the $1,500 that I'm supposed to send?
The reason Nate was shaking his head the whole interview
'Cause
was
it's
because Kathy
ridiculous.
had been to this point before and ended up getting scammed multiple times after. You could tell she just needed more confirmation.
Being a single person my age, it was very flattering.
No.
But now I'm feeling the pains.
Yeah.
She used to have people who were like high society chasing her back in the 80s. She was a model back in the 80s. So it's kind of like, now she's 73, but I suppose somebody could forget that kind of, that kind of changes over time. Some people would say, well, why would you think that the general would go after you?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that what might have been true in the 80s,
Well, for being 73, I don't look 73, although today I'm kind of in my grubs. But no, I dress up quite nicely.
Oh, sorry, let's hear this.
still get, should I say hit on by guys. It's kind of like I'm just wanting to just get back to just being family and done with all that.
Right, shut the hell up, Kathy. Guys, girls, everyone of all ages watching this, it's okay, right? Genuinely, to be, to look, to feel your age. Okay? There's nothing wrong with it. Just accept it, embrace it. We got one life. At the end of the day, we're gonna die, right? Sorry to get morbid on you. I'm scared of death, so believe me, I'm shitting myself right now. But we're all gonna die, right? Just accept it, embrace it. You look 73, alright? Stop lying to yourself. It's okay. There's no every single person who comes on this show, I don't look my age. You do. In some cases, like Ron, you look worse than your age, my man. Not my man, he was a piece of shit, so I take that back. But you get my point, it's okay. There's no need to dance and tiptoe, do gymnastics. It's okay. And also, if you regularly get hit on, why are you online dating and sending money? Why don't you just go outside and continue to get hit on? It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, the man sent you a picture of a flower, not even a real flower, and you gushed over it. So, I think it's the fact that, one, you probably thought Elon Musk and you wanted a bit of the riches. I'd love to know that story, how it unfolded. But two, you wanted the general on your arm. Look, general. No one can mess with me now.
Interplay, romance stuff.
We're gonna look into this for you, Kathy. Nate, we really appreciate you reaching out to us. We'll make this happen. We'll get you guys some answers.
Okay, thanks.
All right. See you.
Bye.
I think that's the first time the woman
The next day,
by
our team
Drew's
sat
side
down
spoke.
to go over all of Kathy's information. We were determined to get her to
look,
realize
once again.
that this guy was a fraud.
We are missing a few members
Oh?
from our team this week. David and Brienne had been traveling for vacation, but
Right.
don't worry, they'll be back for next week's video.
Okay.
So we just met with Nate and Kathy. They shared their story.
Hope they
What
had a
can we
good
do to
time.
prove to her that this is a romance scam.
Bria and I can sit down and do some research to see if the timelines match up and if there's any few points to disprove his stories that might do the trick.
The problem that
Yeah.
I'm having right now is that Kathy actually has yet to send any additional information. And I spoke with Nate, and he said that she may be keeping information from us to protect them.
If she were really absolutely convinced that they were scammers, I mean, she wouldn't think of them that way.
Right, which is really confusing to us because we assumed she was aware this is a scam.
I will say that it is possible she was deliberately withholding information, either to, make herself look better or to protect the scammers. I don't really know. I think it's really hard to tell which one of those, if at all, it would be.
So good news is that we actually do have some items.
Once again, look, we get it, guys. Mark Milley is not involved. But I feel like once someone, first of all, doesn't even want your help and is happy to take your own money to send to scammers, I feel like they're gone far. You've lost them at sea right now. But the fact that now she's withholding information to protect the scammers, maybe, perhaps, question mark, forget being lost at sea. She's underneath the ocean chilling with the weird looking jellyfish and Squidward, for the love of God. She's down there. She's having a fiesta. Hey, SpongeBob, Patrick. Funny, Patrick, because this woman is living under a rock. That was a good one. Where do we go from here, realistically? Because me personally, I don't feel like she's giving the vibe that she cares about any of this. She wants help. I think she's pretty happy to just sit there and send money, but we'll see.
A check, and we also have his email address.
What do you know about this person in the images?
I see his images a lot in romance scams.
The next day, Virginia and Bree got straight to work. They dug into everything Kathy sent us.
So, Nate reached out to us on behalf of his mom, Kathy. She's been scammed multiple times before, and now she thinks she's talking to General Mark Milley.
Do you know, I feel like if someone's been scammed multiple times, is there any helping them? Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me multiple times, I'm a fool.
Not the real Mark Milley, but let's try and find something to prove that
I beg
he's
you
not
guys,
real.
mention one more time that
let's
it's
do
not
it.
the real Mark
Just
Milley.
looking at the information that Kathy sent over, there's quite a bit of things that we can disprove. Like the email address that he's using to contact her, it's not a government email address.
How is it?
So the Gmail email address he was
Crazy.
using is definitely not real.
Military general wouldn't use a Gmail account.
Right.
Wow,
Guess what I found? I found an article that shows that he's not in Syria right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Well, yeah, he's not in Syria. He's stuck in Iraq. I don't know why I said it, in an American way. Am I becoming American? Is that what's happening here? Will that stop? Am I blending in? I'm not Turkish Taliban. I'm American, guys. Y'all. You can't come and knock on my door because I'm American. Yeehaw! I think I've lost my head, to be honest. But as I was saying, he's not in Syria, we know this. Man is in Iraq. I almost said Iraq again. Let's just carry on.
Well, we felt we had everything we needed to get Kathy to come to terms. A week later, we
She
set
looks
up a
scary
call
in that
with
picture.
Kathy to go over
it just
everything
me?
that we found about this Mark Milley
Oh
profile.
my, guys, we
Stick
get
around
it.
until the end. We'll give Kathy the
He
truth.
has my eyebrows, kind of.
The new one or the old one?
Huh?
This one's the Mark Milley at gmail.com.
Oh, well, that's a new one.
And we'll team up with Nate to hopefully break through to her.
I asked him, and he said he's real. That's my mom impression.
If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate
Real
you
funny,
so
Nate.
much.
It's coming from me, by the way. I take it back, Nate. I'm
Hi
sorry.
there.
Hello.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm pretty good. Just a little tired. I've been working for the
No,
last few days, so
Sorry, her voice. Her voice it's too comically high right now, right? I don't know if it's just me. It probably is just me. But she's giving me very serious vibes of a sitcom. Like she belongs in a sitcom.
and I'm not used to it. I'm
She
retired.
got Apple Watch,
but
got a Rolex on.
I'm doing fine.
Our main focus
Crazy.
today is to give you some clarity and some closure through this thing. We wanted to just X out Mark Milley's name.
Hey, genuinely, and every time you see this disclaimer, take a shot of water and genuinely you'll be hydrated for the rest of the year. And I say water because if you took a shot of anything else, you'd be dead.
When we last spoke, you said you were confused on if you were truly speaking to Mark Milley. What are some reasons that lead you to believe that this truly is him?
He sent like his driver's license, he would like send pictures of himself in his uniform, which he hasn't been in for a long time.
We just want to give you clarity and hopefully just put the nail in the coffin on this whole thing so you can move forward with your life.
That sounds wonderful. I'm ready to have your assistance.
The first thing that we wanted to go over was
Don't seem like it, but okay.
Yeah, so we use an email verification tool to determine if an email's been used quite often, if it's been flagged for fraud.
What's that?
And we
Battery?
did find out that this email address that he was communicating with you received a fraud score of 80.
But I can tell you that for free.
Most military contacts use the same format across the board.
All military personnel must use a specific military format when communicating through email. And this is what that format looks like. There is 3 variations of the .mil format for a military email.
Most of the time, if a contact is using a Gmail account, it's because Gmail accounts are free.
Yeah.
You can sign up using those with no information, and anyone can access them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd think people
Yeah,
know this.
I see. I have no idea with military or anything like that. You know.
Look, I understand. Don't get me wrong. You're not clued up on the military. Neither am I. Right? I don't know the ins and outs. I know the ins and outs of some things, but not the military. But come on, right? You've lived long enough, surely, to have some semblance of a clue that a military general, is not going to email you with his military account. And even if...
Because I've never been in the military, so I have no idea.
Wow.
They have specific formats for emails in the military, so his just didn't fit that description at all.
So first of all, yeah, we'll get, sorry for pausing it, but the rest of the people who don't get scammed, are they in the military? What, by you not being in the military, it's an excuse for you to get scammed?
Next thing that we wanted to go over was Mark Milley and his personal life and what he's doing on a day-to-day basis. The person that you've been communicating with that's claiming that they were in Syria back in January, he needed money to get back home and he was stuck there. Oh,
he was in Iraq.
We were able to confirm that the real Mark Milley was actually on a diplomatic visit in Oslo.
Oh, he's in Iraq.
Okay.
So he can't be in 2 places at one time.
Yeah, we did find that
Guys,
he doesn't have any social media
I'm gonna
accounts
explode.
at all. He's also been happily married for over 36 years.
They didn't look happy in that
Well,
picture.
he told me a long while ago that he and his wife got a divorce.
Right.
And that he, then he went overseas, and whatever, and they were no longer married, because I had a conflict with communicating with somebody who would have been married.
Oh, you know what? Fair play. And once again, get a grip of yourselves here, Catfish. I'm telling you, I don't think they've ever disclaimed this much, and maybe that's a word, I don't know. They are really scared of this Mark Milley, aren't they? But yeah, good on you, because we've seen in past reactions that some victims, they don't give a shit. You're married, or you're going through a divorce, or like you're a bit on the side, right? We're talking mac and cheese, little bit of collard greens. You're on the side. Yeah, people don't give a shit most of the time. So you know what? Well done, you have some morals.
Mark Milley is the 20th chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the nation's highest ranking military officer.
The highest ranking military officer, but he wants you, Kathy.
And the principal military advisor to the president, Secretary of Defense, and National Security Council.
Crazy.
This man wasn't on a peacekeeping mission in Syria. We later reached out to this Mark Milley imposter by email, and we pretended to be someone in the military too. We provided him a link in hopes to grab his IP address. This person replied to us with laughing emojis. But he did get a little scared when we told him that we had his IP address and we knew who he was. He immediately messaged Kathy asking her what was going on and why she was giving out his personal email. You could tell all of this was hitting Kathy. It wasn't easy, but she needed to hear it.
I mean, I'm starting to get clarity. you know, and some of these things are hitting home, and of course it's not comfortable to hear it, but I mean, it's a way to hear it and be able to process it, and you know, then get some closure to move on.
Right. Kind of waffling.
But now he still contacted me, you know, actually today. I didn't read it in its entirety, but he wanted me to try to go on Facebook to speak with him.
Yep, Kathy, after doing all this research, we've come to the conclusion that this is a romance scam.
Wow.
Okay.
Who would have guessed?
I'm a pretty intelligent person, but I got duped.
Guys, get the bingo cards out. She said she's intelligent. Give yourselves a check. We're going to the moon, guys. To the moon, baby. Stop quoting or stating your intelligence when you are on a show that you're only on this show because you've been scammed, you've been duped by the highest ranking military officer. Do not state your intelligence.
By these things, you know, and I didn't expect that I would, but I did, you know.
Hey, fair play. She taken it well.
You know, and that's my fault. I allowed myself to do it. My daughters and my son told me not to. So, and I should have listened, but we got involved. It became kind of a head. So it was a brain heart difficulty, you know. In one part of me, I cared, and the other part, I was trying to rationalize and see things for what they really were, not how I was feeling about them.
Right, I'm gonna pause it there, and I just want to state that although I said she's like comical and like it seems like she belongs in like a sketch comedy show or a sitcom, she kind of speaks like me, or I kind of speak like her, in the way that it might seem as if we're waffling, but we are saying things. That much for sure I can tell you. We are saying things. But it seems like we're waffling at the same time, so shit, maybe, you know, maybe Kathy's for me. Oh, it's hitting home now.
We wanted to leave you with some tools. We just released our new tool. It's
Plug.
called Unfraud It.
Plug.
This tool helps you detect anything fishy you find on the
Jay,
internet.
pay me,
All you have to do is
guys.
copy and paste what you want the tool to
Please.
look into, and our AI will do all the analyzing and the work, and it'll spit out the intentions or red flags or what type of scam this could possibly be.
One question I have about this, maybe it's a two-part question. What if this tells you it's a scam, but it's not? What do you do then? Like, you've lied to me, AI thing. And also, what if it tells you that it's not a scam, but it is a scam? What do you do then? Again, Mr. AI thing, machine. Questions. Will we get answers? Probably not.
So you will have access to that, and we'll get you set up with a social catfish account.
I'm ready to heal and move forward.
That's good.
And you know, I'm so grateful that there are individuals like you who take the bull by the horn and do their own investigative
I take the bull by the horn.
Information to help people like me, because I mean, I use the internet, but I'm not great at it, you know.
Give us some
We urge you to block
That's
him
nice.
everywhere.
Yeah, Nate's saying I think we need to change my email address.
We
Yeah,
were
probably.
glad to see that Kathy took everything in so well. Do you think that she'll quit speaking to Mark Milley?
Probably
Comment
not.
down below.
I don't think
With
so.
my mom, we're advanced beyond the point of where she was at least a few months ago, where it was like, I asked him and he said he's real. Yeah. That's my mom
Why
impression.
are you chewing like that?
I've been doing it
Oh, yeah.
since I was a kid.
Why is he always chewing gum?
Thankfully, you have
How
a
many
son
times
like Nate,
have we seen
and
this picture?
We have so many guests come onto our show, and they don't have any family at all. The internet,
That is true.
it can be a really scary place if you don't have an
Facts.
education on how to even indicate if something is a scam, or have somebody that's close to you that's maybe can navigate the internet a little bit better than you, that can kind of teach you these things. You're in a good space. You have people around you that love you, and you also have a great son. And let's just take this as a learning experience, all right?
I know I've got a great son, and he has a criminal justice degree, so he knows his stuff. And he's always been, he's always tried to get to the bottom of things, And, he's been trying to convince me, but I wasn't easily convinced. But I'm coming around. I'm around
Should work
now.
on that, isn't it? Don't be stubborn.
And that's why I'm so willing to cooperate in any way I can to try to help other women who may be caught up in that net of confusion, and try to, be straightforward and say, hey, I'm a pretty intelligent
She's
person.
waffling right now, I'll tell you that.
I got duped by these things,
But fair
and I
play.
didn't expect that I would, but I did.
Look, fair play. She throws in a joke in the middle of the serious speech. It's like me. Like, Kathy, I'm waiting, baby.
And thank you so much for your time and effort, and mostly for trying to get to the bottom of some of this and provide clarity for me,
All right,
what's
come
been
on.
transpiring,
Overdoing it now.
It makes me feel a whole lot better.
I'm
No
joking.
problem, Kathy.
Speak as much as you want.
And I appreciate it, both of you, for spending your time this afternoon. And I'll wait for Nate to get some communication from you guys.
Well, I'll talk to you
What
too
a
soon,
lovely
okay?
woman, huh?
Thank you.
Okay, you take care, and thanks again.
Okay, bye-bye.
What a
You
great
too.
woman, huh? Oh, we are collaborating with Nate to ensure the security of the Facebook account. Kathy has made the decision to completely disconnect from the internet to dedicate more time to her family. She's now going to file a period. She's experienced
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Sorry.
Remember, all of our new videos go out every Wednesday. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Guys, do that to this video. Like, subscribe, and turn the bell on appropriately, you dirty freaks out there. Trust me. What did we learn from this? If the highest ranking military officer of the United States military of America,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
messages you, emails you, it's not them. If Elon Musk, for some reason, who spent 40+ billion on an app on the phone, ring ring, asks you for money, might not be real. But she was a she was a cool woman, I can't lie. We shared some similarities. We both speak a lot, right? I see the comments. We both speak a lot, and some people don't like it, but it is what it is. We both, that's about it, right? That's about it. But she took some accountability. I think the main take point, English, from that, as I swallow my saliva, because it's like I was ready to give a blowjob or something, salivating all over the place.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Question my sexuality. I'm secure with the lock and everything. The main taking point from that is, if your family, now granted, not every family is the same, right? And I know from personal experience that some family, question mark. So, take everything with a pinch of salt, analyze, but for the most part, if your family tells you something is wrong, you need to stop doing this. I suggest listening, at least. Hearing them out. Save you a bunch of pain in the long run. As we've seen. Now, she didn't really take it too hard, so perhaps it's not a lot of money to her. I mean, the house, from the background, it looked quite good, to be honest. So, Apple Watch, Rolex, she's like living good. She got like pearls on the neck. But, yeah, just be safe online. Watch out for military men. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. And if you want to see more, the whole playlist is here. Bye.